Okay, we're still reading
Look.
stories, and it's still August 1st, 1988. And we're going to read Joseph and his brothers. Here we go. There was once an old man called Jacob. He had several wives and a great many children. He had 12 sons and one daughter. Of all his sons, he loved Joseph the best. Turn.
This way.
Jacob made Joseph a lovely coat of many colors.
Coat.
Uh-huh. He did not give anything to the other boys, and that made them angry. See how pretty his coat is? And his coat isn't pretty at all, is it?
No.
Okay, Grandma.
And his coat either.
Yeah, I didn't see him back there.
And his.
Right.
And his.
One day, Joseph said to his brothers, I had a wonderful dream last night. I dreamed that we were all out in the fields and we were binding wheat into sheaves. Mine was the biggest. All your little sheaves came and bowed down to mine. See the little sheaves out there in the field? Okay, turn.
Darn it. But he should be the one going to.
The brothers were furious. That means they were angry. Just because you're our father's favorite, they said. You think you can lord it over us, don't you? The next day, Joseph told them another dream. I was sailing along in the sky, and the sun and the moon and the stars, and 11 of them bowed down to me. Now the soldiers really hated Joseph. They agreed they would kill him if they could get him alone, away from home. Turn.
What is going on?
Sometime later, the brothers were out in the country, and they were looking after their father's sheep and goats. They're a long ways over there, aren't they? And Jacob said to Joseph, go out into the country and find your brothers, then come back here and tell me how they're getting along. Turn. When the brothers saw Joseph coming across the fields, they said to each other, look, here comes that great dreamer. This is our chance to get rid of him. Let's kill him and throw his body into that pit. Turn. But the eldest brother, Reuben, did not agree. He said, don't kill him. Just throw him into that pit. He thought that he would come back later alone and rescue Joseph. Turn. When Joseph reached his brothers, they took off his coat of many colors and they threw him into the pit. Reuben was miserable and went away on his own. The other brothers sat down to have a meal. Turn.
What meal?
Well, they must have brought it with them. I don't know. Out there in the jungle, they had something to eat. And while they were eating, they saw a crowd of merchants coming along the road. Merchants are a kind of a salesman. They had camels loaded with spices, balm, and myrrh, which they were going to sell in Egypt. Turn. Then Judah said, I have an idea. Instead of killing Joseph, why don't we sell him? So they hauled Joseph up out of the pit and sold him for 20 pieces of silver. Turn. After the merchants had taken him away, Reuben came back, and he looked into the pit. Joseph was not there. Reuben thought the other boys had killed him. He was very upset and said, what am I going to tell my father, Jacob? Turn. Then the brothers killed a goat, and they put some blood on Joseph's coat of many colors, and they took it back to their father and said, we found this coat with blood on it out in the wild lands. It looks like the coat you gave Joseph. What were they telling?
Lie.
A lie, that's right. Jacob saw that it was Joseph's coat, and he believed that Joseph was dead, and he said, an evil beast must have eaten him up. I shall never see him again. And Jacob wept for his favorite son. No one could comfort him.
What is that?
It's a fire. Turn. Jacob did not know that Joseph was alive in Egypt, and that one day he would see him again. Turn. Well, that was a mighty short book.